In this box is the world's first fully exposed carbon fiber cold air intake for the C8 Corvette, boasting dyno-tested increases of 18 horsepower and 17 pounds of foot torque. And guess what? It's not made in America. Stay tuned. Welcome back. As a Corvette enthusiast, I am always on the lookout for the latest and greatest products and technology for the C8 Corvette. Well, one day, I just happened to be scrolling through Instagram and I came across this photo. Immediately, I was drawn into a fully exposed carbon fiber cold air intake for the C8 Corvette. Immediately, I had to find out who made this product, and it comes from a company called Eventuri. Now, if you're like me, you've never even heard of Eventuri. Well, come to find out, they're actually a world leader in aftermarket carbon fiber cold air intake systems. The only problem, they've never made a cold air intake system for an American vehicle. Enter the Eventuri C8 Corvette cold air intake system. Now, before I do the unboxing and show you this product, let me give you a little background of what sets Eventuri cold air intake systems above the rest. Eventuri C8 system sets a new benchmark for the highest performing intake and the largest internal volume available of any cold air intake on the market today. With the intake size and the shape restricted by the OEM trunk panel, they redesigned the cover to allow for a larger intake. In doing so, they made a clear polycarbonate cover to allow the carbon intake to be on display whenever the trunk is open. Utilizing their patented Venturi housing concept, airflow is able to negotiate through the filters with a much less tortuous path, thus reducing the drag of the system. By increasing the overall volume of the intake, the flow capacity has also been increased, allowing higher power builds to maximize performance gains. Intake temperatures have been minimized by ensuring a sealed system, taking advantage of the OEM air feeds as well as using carbon fiber, which has a low thermal conductivity coefficient across the wall thickness. The resulting system provides not only an industry-leading performance gains of 18 horsepower and 17 pounds of foot torque, but improvement in throttle response across the system. Well, that's a lot of data, but I'm sure you're ready to see what do you get when you buy the C8 Eventuri system. So let's do this unboxing. Okay, because of the shape of this box, I couldn't put it up on this desk, but I'll tell you, look at all this packaging material. It just keeps coming and coming. Okay, so I will slowly open some of this stuff, but I will tell you, it is packaged so well. You know, it's coming internationally, so it has to go through customs, and mine was actually stuck in customs for about 3 days. DHL is the shipping service they use, and it was fantastic. It actually shipped on a Monday, and I got it on a Thursday. I was shocked how quick I got it. But this is actually the housing. I'm sure we're gonna open this up in a second. Let's see what else is in here. Some brackets, got all your gaskets, you got more parts, instruction manual, and you have this baby right here. This is what I can't wait to get hold of. This is the clear cover. And we'll open this up. All of this right now. Now that I got everything unpacked, let's talk about a few things that you get. Right off, you get a packing list that has some stickers, and guess what? There's no instruction manual in here. That's not a problem. If you go to Eventuri's website, they actually have a 20-page downloadable PDF file that you can go step by step. And this right here is the reason why I'm not doing a full install in this video. Go to their website, and it's 20 pages long, and it's probably one of the best manuals I've ever seen on doing an install. This should be a no-brainer, and I've talked to a couple people that have already done this project, and it's just follow the instructions, and they've had no problems. But, so once you get this packing list, there's probably only really 2 things that you're really concerned with besides, you know, like some brackets and these gaskets. You really want to know what the carbon fiber intake looks like, as well as the polycarbonate cover. So let me clear this off and we'll open this up. So this is what we're here to see, the carbon fiber cold air intake system housing. And it is wrapped very well. I've actually used my box cutter already to try to get some of this open. And obviously, just gotta tell you to be careful. And I would be very careful cutting into this because you would want to hit that nice, pretty carbon fiber. Check this out. If this isn't superior craftsmanship, I don't know what is. Look at this. This is severe bling. This is amazing. And gosh, this is my first reaction to this. It's insane. It really is. I know these are expensive. After seeing this in person, I'm telling you right now, it's far worth the money that you're paying for this. I can tell you this is gonna make not only a major look difference in my car, just seeing this intake system with these cones, and you probably can't really see it that great, but these cones in here, I hope you can. Wow. Okay, I gotta get this thing installed. So let me show you the clear polycarbonate cover first. So here's the polycarbonate cover, and it looks insane already. It's actually thicker than I thought. I know some people were talking, they're like, well, what about the heat that you might get in the storage compartment compared to, you know, right now the cover? Well, there's not much protection, first of all. Secondly, I'm not hauling ice cream. Jason from Front Seat Driver was joking around. He goes, well, it might keep your pizza warm. But look at this cover. I know there is a clear piece right now. There's a, you got to remove it later on in a step. You will take off this color and make it completely clear, but wow, this thing, it's amazing. Jeez. Without further ado, I have got to get this thing installed. Check it out. Seven o'clock in the morning, you see the Eventuri box over there. I got the car cleaned up, headed out to Corvettes and Coffee Vette Syndicate. This is the very first cold start the next morning to see how the exhaust sounds. Okay, I finally got the car out to drive. I'm on my way to Corvettes and Coffee Vette Syndicate, and I'll give you my initial responses so far. Without a doubt, 100%, you can hear a sucking noise from the engine bay. I don't think this will pick it up, but when you just get on it a little bit, you hear a every time you get on the throttle. Throttle response, totally can tell the difference just by tapping on it. It's like I'm tapping right now, and it's like it goes. When I did a cold start this morning, I feel like it was slightly louder, especially in idle last night, which is really weird. I was sitting there idling, and while I was cleaning my wheels, just letting the car run, and I just felt like the idle was a little deeper. I do hear when I get on the car and get on the gas, I do feel like I hear a slight growl in the engine bay, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna head over to Corvettes and Coffee, gonna get people's first reactions and see what they think of the new Eventuri cold air intake system. Check it out. Okay, this is the first reveal of the Eventuri for YouTube.
Oh, it looks like Back to the Future. I love it. No, that's the air filter. Yeah. The air intake. Yeah. Dude. Yeah. It's gonna screw up my I got next. I think it still fits. I think it still gets just barely. I'll scratch the daylights out of that. It reminds me of the flux. I can see what you're saying.
As you can see, people's reaction at this car event when I popped open this deck lid, it was an absolute showstopper. Everybody came over, had to see the Eventuri intake, and had questions. It was just something that if you want to take your engine bay to that next level, the Eventuri intake is the mod for you. It just brings something different to your engine bay. Now, you saw me driving this morning on the way to the event. I really didn't get on it. Having come home, I got on it and got to really feel the air intake and see what it outputs. And like I said, you can totally hear, every time you get on the throttle, you hear a sucking sound. I love it. Number two, the throttle response, amazing. It just feels completely different from the stock, and I'm not even making this up. You can just tell the difference. I've also seen comment sections from a couple people that have this air intake. There's like growl, like a really nice growl, like it just sounds really good from the engine bay. It just sounds different. And maybe it's in my mind also. Last night when I started it up and I was out washing my wheels and I was letting the engine run because it was the very first time I started this car, the idle just sounded deeper. It just sounded different. I know they say, oh, air intakes don't do that much. I really feel like it did. I definitely feel like the car does have that extra 18 horsepower. I just felt like when I get on it, it's just more responsive, and it's just something that if you're looking for something, no drop-in air filter is gonna do this. Okay, you do need an air intake system. And I thought that I could get by with just a drop-in filter. No way, you do need the air intake if you really want this. Let's talk about install. It took me a while. I would say I was filming a YouTube video, so it took me longer. I'd say if I was really timing it, probably 6 to 7 hours. The instructions are very easy to get through, step-by-steps, 20 pages, and it just walks you through it. The part that I was shockingly it took a while, was cutting the carpet. It wasn't hard. I wasn't nervous like I thought it would. They tell you how to do it. Follow the instructions. Follow the instructions of the whole thing, you'll have no problems. I don't have any check engine lights. It's just a system that works. And I could tell you it took a long time to develop this cold air intake. I can't say enough about the Eventuri air intake. It is ready for prime time. It is ready for, I'll guarantee you're gonna see more of these on Corvettes. It just makes a big difference. There are some other products out there that make an air intake. They don't have the numbers as the Eventuri does. They're slightly lower. There's some carbon fiber ones out there, but they don't have that cool looking box that lets you, the panel lets you see it. It's just that wow factor. So if you are interested in purchasing this, number one, if you have any questions, best place, comment down below. I should see it, but if you really want to get a hold of me, go to Protected Dad Pranks on Instagram. I'm pretty much always on there. You can have any questions on during the install, things that I did, message me. I'll walk you through it. But go over to the link in the description and you'll be able to purchase this item. I purchased mine directly from Eventuri, and I like I said, and I think pretty sure in this video, I ordered it on Monday and I had it on Thursday. They ship it DHL Express. Comes packaged so well. And I want to say thank you to the people at Eventuri. You literally just changed my outlook on air intakes. And just, I'm big on made in America. I'm sorry, but there are some things that are better that are not made in America, and this happens to be one of them. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, like I said, reach out to me. And if you like this video, please hit a like and subscribe to Protected Dad Pranks, and also on my Instagram. And if you're also really wanting to get into Vette Syndicate on Instagram, it's a group between myself, front seat driver, and horsepower obsessed. And send us your videos, send us your cars. We post all this for free. We are not one of those people that wants to get paid for posting your content. So I hope you like this video. And as always, peace!